Good afternoon, guys. It is another week of football and an exciting one at that in the Premier League. Going to come to you guys with the fixtures for today. Brentford is going to be meeting Brighton. Okay, Crystal Palace is going to be going with Bournemouth, Everton, Manchester City, and now West Ham is going to be playing Southampton, and Aston Villa is going to be welcoming Newcastle United. Today is going to be an exciting day in football for Premier League because from what I can see here, the big matches today, all the matches are exciting, but the big matches today are that of Newcastle, Aston Villa, then Manchester City, Everton. And this is because it's going to determine people that are going to be qualifying for the Europe. Man City is currently struggling and trying to have their place in the top 5. Of course, Newcastle also already in the third position, also trying to have their place in the top 5. And well, Aston Villa, on the other hand, are still trying to find their way up because they want to also be in Europe. They just got knocked out by PSG in the quarterfinals. Of course, they won the second leg. PSG won them with 2 goals difference in the first leg. As usual, Premier League is always exciting. And so I want to give you guys the predictions for the week, right? Brentford and Brighton. With the form of Brentford and Brighton, both of them are currently in form, but I'm going to be going for Brentford. I think Brentford is going to win Brighton. Brighton are going to their home. Brentford drew against Arsenal 1-1 in their last match. I think Brentford is going to be winning Brighton. Let's say 2-1. Now for Crystal Palace, Bournemouth. Crystal Palace saw themselves gets trashed by Newcastle United, and they're going to be playing Bournemouth. I think Bournemouth is also going to edge past Crystal Palace today, and I'm going for a 1-0 victory for Bournemouth. For Manchester City, this is very tricky. When everything is in the form of their life, Manchester City are trying to. Manchester City were 2 goals down their last match and won 5-2. I think it's going to rain goals in this Everton match. Everton finds it difficult to concede. So I'm going to be thinking it's going to be 2-2 between Everton and Manchester City. Now for West Ham, Southampton. I think Southampton is one of the worst teams right now in the Premier League. And I think West Ham is going to edge past them 3-0 West Ham. Now for the last and the most interesting one I think for the week is Aston Villa and Newcastle. The two teams are trying to fight for a place in the European competitions next season. They want to make sure they appear in European competitions next season. And Aston Villa is at home, Newcastle is away. Newcastle is currently on form. They won their last 2 matches 5-0 and I think 4-1. They won Manchester United 4-1, won Crystal Palace 5-0. I think it's going to be a difficult one for both of the teams. I'm going for a 1-1 draw in that match. That is all for the Premier League. We're going to come up with some other exciting features across top 5 leagues in Europe. See you guys and stay tuned. Bless you.